Hey everybody! Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very special to me, and I hope it's going to be really meaningful for you too. You know how much I love talking about family, and today we're diving into the beautiful journey of welcoming a daughter into your life. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Ellen, you're talking about daughters. You have Portia, and you'd be right, I don't have daughters in the traditional sense, but you know what? Family isn't just about biology, it's about love and connection. So whether you're thinking of having children, adopting, fostering, or just want to be a positive influence in a young girl's life, this video is for you. Stick around, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna learn, and most importantly, we're gonna celebrate the incredible bond between a parent and a daughter. Okay, so let's start with the most common way to have a daughter, and that's having a baby the old-fashioned way. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I've stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, and I know that having a baby girl is a beautiful thing. It's all about genetics and a little bit of, how do I put this delicately, a roll of the dice. You don't get to pick and choose, it's a surprise. And you know what? That's part of the fun. The anticipation, the wondering, it's all part of the journey. But here's the thing, whether you have a little girl or a little boy, what really matters is the love and care you give them. Think about it. You could have 10 boys and still wish for that daughterly bond. It's not about getting what you want, it's about cherishing the gift of a child, no matter their gender. So if you're lucky enough to have a little girl naturally, embrace it. And if you have a son, or sons, love them just as fiercely. Because at the end of the day, it's about raising kind, compassionate humans. That's what brings true joy. Now let's talk about adoption. Adoption is just the most incredible act of love. It takes a huge heart to open your home and your life to a child who needs a family. And let me tell you, there are so many children out there, especially girls, who are just waiting for a loving, supportive home. The process of adoption can seem daunting, I know. There's paperwork and agencies and legal stuff. But you know what? It's worth every single step. Because when you finally get to hold that little girl in your arms, and you know she's yours, legally and in your heart, it's pure magic. And the best part? You're not just giving a child a home, you're giving them a chance at a whole new life. A life filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. So if you're thinking about adoption, I say, go for it. It might be challenging at times, but trust me, the rewards are immeasurable. It's truly one of the most beautiful things you can do in this world. Chapter 3. Foster care, being a beacon of hope. Now, foster care is another incredible way to make a difference in a child's life. It's about providing a safe and loving temporary home for a child who's going through a tough time. These kids, they need love, they need stability, and most importantly, they need someone to believe in them. And, sometimes foster care leads to adoption, which is amazing. But even if it doesn't, the impact you can have on a child's life is immeasurable. You're giving them a soft place to land when their world feels turned upside down. I've heard so many stories about foster parents who have changed children's lives. They've shown them kindness, they've taught them valuable lessons, and they've given them hope when they needed it most. So, if you have the space in your home and in your heart, consider opening your doors to a foster child. It's a big responsibility, but it's also incredibly rewarding. You might just be the person who makes all the difference in a young girl's life. Chapter 4. Emotional bonding, building a loving connection. Now here's the thing about family. It's not always about legalities or biology. Sometimes, the strongest bonds are formed through love, support, and shared experiences. You don't have to be a parent in the traditional sense to make a girl feel like she's your own. Maybe you have a niece, a goddaughter, a neighbor, or a friend's child who holds a special place in your heart. Being a positive influence in her life is just as important as any legal title. Spend time with her, listen to her, be there for her, offer her guidance, encouragement, and a shoulder to cry on. Let her know that she's loved, valued, and that she can always count on you. These kinds of relationships can be life-changing. You might be that one person who makes her feel seen, heard, and understood. You might be the one who inspires her to dream big and to never give up on herself. So, don't underestimate the power of emotional bonding. It's just as important as any other form of parenting, and it can create a truly unbreakable connection. Outro, it's all about love, so there you have it, folks. Different paths, different journeys, but all leading to the same beautiful destination, the love between a parent and a daughter. Remember, it's not about biology or legal documents, it's about the love, care, and support you provide. Being a parent, in any capacity, is a privilege. It's about guiding a young girl, helping her blossom into the best version of herself. It's about creating a bond that's unbreakable, built on trust, respect, and a whole lot of love. So go out there, open your hearts, and make a difference in a young girl's life. You won't regret it. And remember, as I always say, be kind to one another, especially to the little ones, they need it most.